matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Western Michigan Broncos. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Folks, the kickoff team is out there to get this season underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but begin the drive with excellent field position. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. Just trucks through the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Noles will line up on 1st and 10. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion sets up a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The Seminoles looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense facing 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, that is a dream start for the offense, Kirk. What an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet the secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target. But this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Looking to scramble to his left. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Going to try to use his legs here. Under pressure, just lets it go. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
This try is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Here's the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. At the 10. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. How about that, Kurt? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game to tie the game is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Powering through. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
On the ground, it's Vasquez. That's a big hit at the end, but they need a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Well, the power run is stuffed, barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And this one will be fair caught. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. First and goal for the offense. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Quarterback still with the football. Ball carrier tackled there.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, not enough for him to get to the sticks.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Gonna run it. It's Vasquez. Gets some space around the 30. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. And the Seminoles will look to convert here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Now it's second down here. They'll run it from the gun. Powering right past the defender.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made by the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Receiver makes the catch. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. The Noles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And And looking to throw now on first down. Trying to get the throw off. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Looking to pass here on second down. Escapes the pocket. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. If I sets the formation, it's 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Great move in the open field. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Broncos offense back on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Finds room at the 30. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
That's a football play right there, Bruce. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure.
He's looking deep here. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. He put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Knowles will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Western Michigan's offense out there. They get the second half started with a running play. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the left. Runs through the defender. Blocked with the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. That pass is hauled in over the middle.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. Yeah, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
That completion makes it second and short. The shotgun running play call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and kind of settle things down a bit.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Receiver makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
This is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
What a move. Makes one man miss, picks up the first down before they stop him.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll try a pass here. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. It's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He'll drop back here on third down. Going for his running back. Grab down the middle. It's Vasquez. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Seminoles begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using his legs, it's Vasquez. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida State. Strong game by this quarterback. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. He shreds the tackle.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Handoff running right. Fighting off the defender. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Western Michigan 31, Florida State 28.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a quarterback keeper. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary, potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Escapes the sack. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
This quarterback didn't have much time at all. I thought it was going to be an easy sack for the defense, but he shows you his strength and his athletic ability and instincts to be able to pull out of that, somehow avoid the sack and get rid of the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Keeping it on the ground here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Seminoles will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. The Broncos offense back on the field now. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Come to the line for second down and very short now. And now the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it's a kneel down. Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.